Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly forecast for January 13th through the 20th. We're going to see what's happening in the week ahead with this lovely deck here, and then we're going to pull a spirit message for you from that deck there. So without further ado, my darlings, let's see what's happening for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. I'm sorry the weekly forecasts are late getting posted, guys. I've not been feeling well. That full moon, that wolf moon, it kicked my booty. So I've had some releasing. I've had some physical releasing happening too. So you guys will have to let me know anybody else who's feeling those energies. But let's see what's happening for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Here's your Monday, Tuesday, your Wednesday, Thursday, your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Aries. We had a candle go out. All right, so Monday, Tuesday, we have here, this is going to be a Page of Cups, my darlings. So I had to get that candle going there again. Had to put you on pause for a second. Okay, so we've got Page of Cups starting off here for the week ahead, my dears. When Page of Cups comes up, now certain tarot readers have certain cards that mean something a little extra for them, and Page of Cups is one of those cards for me. Those of you that watch my readings, you've heard me say it. When I see Page of Cups, it tells me that someone is having something happen with the heart chakra opening up. Okay, doesn't surprise me because that full moon that we just had in Cancer, that wolf moon, it brought a lot of really heavy waves of emotion to the surface. So Aries, some of you still may be in that energy, even if you are not particularly a moon sensitive person. Moon sensitive are people who are very sensitive to the moon energies, and like they'll feel the full moon, they'll feel the new moon a little more intensely than other people. And maybe that's not like a common experience for you, but maybe you really felt it over this past weekend where you're like, whoa, I'm totally in my heart space right now. There's a lot of feelings coming up. So some of you are having like this unlocking of the heart chakra. Now, let me tell you why this is a really good thing. A lot of people get stuck when it comes to manifesting, especially like when they're trying to manifest money or career stuff, and they do all this root chakra work, right? Oh, let me unblock my root chakra. Let me unblock my root chakra because I'm trying to like bring in money or I'm trying to bring in love. And yes, my dears, root chakra is super important. But what a lot of people don't know is root chakra and heart chakra go hand in hand anytime we're trying to call something in. Whether you're trying to call in finances, whether you're trying to call in, love, relationships, whatever it is, because we receive from the heart space. So some of you may have had some intense, heavy, or unpleasant emotions come up, but the plus side of it is that since they're coming out, the heart chakra is opening up to let them out. And when the heart chakra is open, we can receive. So it's like you're making room. You're taking out the trash. You're taking out the old stuff. It's like going through your closet and pulling out all the old stuff to make room for new things. And so when the Page of Cups comes up, we know that there's going to be some opening up and some receiving, at least for me in my readings. Traditionally, Page of Cups can also be some of you are dealing with a younger water sign. It could also be that there's some kind of flirtation happening early in the week, or some fun opportunity, an invitation to something fun or lighthearted. Maybe you already felt all that heavy stuff over the weekend and you're starting Monday and Tuesday like, you know what? I need some fun. I need to lighten up the energies a little bit. But whatever the case, Aries, you guys are kicking off Monday, Tuesday, ready to receive, ready to play, like in the desire for good times, in the desire for lighter hearted energy. Your Wednesday, Thursday, is we've got Four of Cups here, right? So you're wanting this happiness, you're wanting this lighter energy, and as a result, you might not really like what's around you right now. You might be kind of discontent, and you might be looking at, your life and work and your friends or even your partner, and you're just like, yeah, I'm not satisfied. Or you're like ready to go out there and have fun, you're feeling cute, but you're looking around and you're like, oh, I don't like the options that are available to me right now. Or you're not satisfied with the way work is going and you're wanting to do something more challenging or move up or find another job. Whatever's happening Wednesday, Thursday, whatever area of your life, maybe more than one area of your life, you're feeling discontent. You're not feeling happy about it. And I know this is where a lot of people might expect me to say, oh, well, you have to be in gratitude and you need to look at the bright side. And there's truth to that, but let me tell you why it's kind of a good thing that you're feeling discontentment. Number one, we already know your heart chakra is opened up and you're ready to receive. Number two, when you're in this feeling of discontentment, it's actually a chance to get into what I call healthy entitlement. When we think of somebody being entitled, we think of it as like a negative thing, right? Like they feel like they should have everything. But entitlement in a balanced, healthy way can actually be really good. This is when you start looking around and you start saying, you know what? Why shouldn't I have a relationship that's satisfying? All these other people have it. Why shouldn't I? Or why shouldn't I get a promotion? Or why shouldn't I be able to get out of debt? Or why shouldn't I, be able to go back to school? Or whatever it is, like you're starting to feel this discontentment, like the circumstances of your life are unacceptable. And that's a good thing because that's the catalyst for change, right? The difference is what you're doing once you feel that discontentment. Are you getting really upset and are you pouting and are you saying that, you know what, life is not fair and this is it and I hate everything and everything is garbage? Or are you feeling motivated that, you know what, I'm going to go out and get it? I should have it. Why shouldn't I have it? Okay, yeah, I don't like the options that are available to me. Let me get out there. Let me start meeting some new people. Let me start hanging out in some new places. Let me take some classes. Let me start applying for a new job. Let me go talk to my boss and say, hey, I've been here for X amount of years. I've been working really hard. What it is that you need to see from me? What do you need to see from me, like, to move me up or to give me a chance to learn other new things here? I'm really interested in that. What is it that we can do or what is it that you need from me, so that, maybe I can have a chance at some opportunities. Obviously you're going to do it in a respectful way if you are talking to somebody. But this is like taking action. This is a really good time to pay attention because your inner self is telling you where you're not satisfied. And the beautiful part of that is now you can do something. Now you can align with changing things so that you are satisfied. You can be discontent and grateful at the same time, right? You can be grateful that you have a job, or you can be grateful that you have a relationship, but you can also be like, you know what though? I deserve more, or I would like more. Those two things don't cancel each other out, okay? So you're really kind of getting ready for receiving here. You're really getting to this energy where you're ready and you're wanting more. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Aries, we got Three of Swords, okay? So this could be a heavy energy that's coming up. And so I feel like for some of you, what's happening is in that Four of Cups, when you're feeling discontent, you are taking steps for change, right? And so you might hear something you don't like to hear. Your boss might, give you something really condescending, like, "Oh, well, it's because you're so great at what you do. We don't want to lose you. We don't want to lose you doing that job because you do it so good and nobody can do it as good as you." Or, like the things that they say to keep you quiet and keep you in your place. Or maybe you talk to your partner and they're not seeing the disconnect, or they're not seeing why you're not content. Or there was somebody you were holding out, for, like, oh, this person's going to come around and we're going to be together. And you may hear something about them where you're just like, oh, wow, I guess it's not going to happen, or I guess that's not the person for me. When Three of Swords comes up, a lot of the times I see it come up before Ace of Cups, because Three of Swords is like something is being made clear to you so that you can fully release it. Some of you are still feeling those moon energies. Keep in mind, guys, I know those of you that are familiar with moon energy, we know usually the energy lasts 3 days, but there was a whole eclipse situation coming in and affecting things. And when there's an eclipse situation, the energy lasts a lot longer. The energy can last for about 30 days, sometimes 6 months, depending on what's going on. So you may feel a second wave of this moon energy towards the end of the week where you're doing more releasing, okay? One good thing I can say about the Three of Swords is it's over pretty quickly. In my experience, when I've seen it come up, I always say it's kind of like little kids running around on the playground. One falls down and hurts their knee, and they just start screaming and crying like it's the end of the world. 2 seconds later they're off pretending they're a T-Rex again. They're a superhero again. Like they completely forgot that they were, dying a second ago, So to me, Three of Swords, a lot of the times it's that way. It might be intense. It might be something that we really just kind of have to release. You may even need to cry over something, but it's brief. Like it's intense, but it's brief. And a lot of the times I see it coming up when like a truth is being shown to us to direct us into like the right direction to go. Like, okay, I can let that person go. I can let go of that karmic person, or I can, I've really tried at this job, but it's okay for me to begin, looking for something better or somewhere where there's more opportunities for me or more pay or whatever. So I feel it's coming up. The Three of Swords is an opportunity to release for a lot of you. I do feel for some of you, a good portion of you, Aries, the Three of Swords isn't even about you. It's somebody coming up like complaining to you. Like, see how you guys who follow my readings, I read intuitively, and see how he's kind of here. He's got this angry look on his face or her face. It could be a her. Um, and this heart's just kind of here with the swords in it, and they're just kind of like holding it out. Somebody might be coming to you with a grievance, Aries. Somebody might be coming to you like, you really hurt my feelings, Aries, or how could you have done this, or how could you have done that. But I feel whatever it is, it's old stuff. And in that case, Aries, where this is happening, I feel intuitively this is more of a family situation. You may have a sibling or a family member like coming to you like they've been hurt in some way. Um, but I don't really feel you did anything wrong, Aries. I feel it's more a situation where you're gonna have to like set boundaries with this person. Like, I'm sorry you felt hurt by that, but this is why this happened this way, or I can't be responsible for everything. You might not say it in that way, but I kind of feel for whatever reason, for some of you, this person might be trying to pull you in what feels codependent to me. Those of you where Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you have a family member coming up, like kind of complaining about something to you or saying you hurt them, it feels to me like they're being codependent, like they're wanting you to really kind of coddle them or carry them in some way. And this is going to be an opportunity for you to set a healthy boundary with this person. Ask your angels and guides to help you, to give you the right words, to help you say the right things, to help you set your boundaries and kind of put an end to this in a constructive way that's in the highest good for everyone involved. That way you don't have a back and forth with this person anymore, and they can hopefully begin working on their own healing journey, and you can focus on manifesting the things that you're finally unblocked and ready to manifest. Let's go ahead and take a look at your spirit message, my dears. And don't forget, guys, to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those resonate with you more than others. It might add a little extra information. You may need a private reading. If that's the case, go ahead and click on the Calendly link in the description of the video, and you can schedule the private reading there. Alrighty, my dear. So let's go ahead and see. So you have as your spirit message, release. Wow. Yeah, you guys might be emotional this week, my dears. You guys might be emotional. You might really be in your heart space. And see how, this fire is coming out, not fire. This lightning is coming out through her hands. Some of you may be releasing anger or heavy emotions. People always ask me, how do I release? Because release, it's such like I don't know if I want to say a fad word, or like a pop culture kind of word. Like, you hear that a lot from spiritual people. You just need to release what no longer serves you. And it's like, but how do we release? Like, what does that mean exactly? It's very simple. It's so simple. And you're like, well, why don't people just say that? All you need to do to release is let it out. As the feelings come up, like, let yourself feel it and let it out. That's all that is having to do with releasing. That's how you release. You just let yourself feel the feelings and you let it out. It can be an uncomfortable thing, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you, Aries, for some of you, like, you're gonna do like the angry cry, and I know you might not like crying. Some of you are like cringing as I say this, But again, I feel a lot of this is just old stuff that you're letting go of, and it's being released so that you can make room for the new, right? Like what follows after that lightning is going to be rain, and what comes after the rain, the flowers, the plants, the things growing. So you're going through this whole cycle of release and receiving, releasing and growing. And so that's just it, my dear, is just letting yourself feel the feelings and letting it go. And this is where a lot of people get confused, because they feel like, oh, well, then you're being negative. Like if you're being angry at somebody, or if you're feeling mad, or if you're feeling sad about something, then you're being negative, you're being low vibrational. Not at all. This is why so many people that gravitate towards spirituality in the spiritual community end up getting blocked, and they end up getting stuck, and they end up not being able to manifest. And they're like, what in the heck? Like, I have faith. I know that I deserve it. I know that I'm worth it. Why isn't this law of attraction stuff working for me? Why am I not manifesting? It's because in this whole thing of being a positive, grateful person, they don't let themselves ever feel angry, or let themselves feel hurt about anything. And they're like, oh, well, that's negative, I'm not going to think about that, I'm going to look on the bright side. And they push down all those heavy feelings, and there's all this crap that's been pushed down that starts creating a block. So spirit wants to help you get that stuff out so that you can begin receiving. So this is the week, my dears, you will be releasing. There's the number 5 here. 5 is jumping out at me. So I do feel for some of you, as a part of this releasing, there is a change of plans. I do feel you're deciding to look for a new job, or you're deciding to let someone go and pursue a different relationship. I think for some of you, a part of this release is seeing the truth of a situation. Some of you are realizing that you gave someone way too much credit, right? And you've been giving that person or a situation or job a lot of your loyalty, a lot of your devotion, and spirit is showing you this situation is not worthy of your devotion. Time for a change of plans. That's what I'm feeling there, my dears. So again, watch your moon sign, your rising sign video. If you want a private reading, go ahead and click on the Calendly link in the description, and you can schedule one there. A lot of people have been telling me that the card of the day on Facebook and Instagram has really been helping them. So you can, if you need something in between the weekly videos, you can definitely, follow me there on the social media and get the daily card messages as well. But you guys are coming into a time of change for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Be patient with yourselves. Let the feelings out. Check out your forecast for 2020 if you haven't done that yet already. That can also be helpful for you. And I know I didn't talk too much about love and relationship. I don't do that in the weekly forecasts. I do the love reading separate. If you want more love and romance, you can click on the the love link, the link to the love playlist in the description of the video. You can watch the love videos there. But again, my dears, thank you for watching. I'm wishing you a wonderful week. I'm going to be sending you guys love and light to get you through these changes and this release. You can do it, my darlings. Till next week, take care.